So we're going to start by taking the bit set that's got all your screws and Allen keys you'll need for this build. So we're going to start with this plate and the thumb screw. Screw it into the plate, making sure that this hole is pointing upwards. So we're going to take the shoulder screw and just place that through this component and screw it on. Use the Allen key provided to get some extra leverage. Put the crossbar through the hole in the knurled part, screw it back together, and then you can put some extra force and do this screw up all the way. Now we're going to put the back plate on. So we take this hardened dowel pin. Now it might only go in one direction, so just try it both ways. Slide that pin in all the way through, and then it should line up with the hole that's in the bottom of the other plate. So just locate it in like that. Turn it over. Now we're going to take the T25 screws, and it should all line up. You just get them started by hand. Put these in here. Nice and simple. And then take the T25 Allen key and just screw those all the way down. Right, so now they're in. Take the final plate. The other two T25s, there's a hole that will correspond with the pin that's in here. And then just put the other screws in to lock all that together. And then we have the finished clamp assembly. These 4 holes here, these are for attaching the fractal vise directly to the clamp here, so you don't have to put the ball clamp on. But if you did, this is the ball clamp adjustment part, and it uses the alternative fixing. So this one's nice and simple. So you'll start by putting the smaller end of the ball joint through this metal round piece, and then simply screw on the square part down onto the thread. Now this part will go into the larger hole that you can see here, and you want to make sure this grub screw is undone to start with, so that you can fit it in, because that will line up with the flat plate here, this flat out surface, and then that will go together like that. And then when you do the grub screw back up, that will just lock everything in place and stop it from potentially rotating. So there we go. That is your ball clamp assembly. Now to attach the fractal vise to the ball clamp assembly, you can do it at this stage. So you just undo this square block. And it's these 4 holes here that we're looking at, that we're interested in. So turn your fractal vise the other way up, like this, and then use these 4 screws you want to undo here. So use the same Allen key that was provided in the set. Undo these little screws, keep them handy because we'll use the same ones again to attach the ball clamp assembly. So we don't need this little plate of metal anymore, so keep that safe for switching it back again in the future. And now we can take these small screws. We're going to place them into these socket areas here, like this. And then we're going to use the Allen key to screw those back down again. You want to make sure these are nice and tight, but don't over tighten them because you don't want to strip them here. Just making sure they're nice and tight, so there's no movement. Now that's attached to there, we can now screw it back onto the ball clamp assembly, same as we did previously. You can just use this ring to tighten and loosen the ball clamp. And there you go, it's as simple as that.